So the ECW run comes to an end. We'll take it from there. Where are you from a professional standpoint?
Well, that's when we went to WCW.
Okay, so you're heading to the competition. You're heading to WCW.
Well, that's another long story, but that's in my book as well. We had to sign off to get released from our ECW contracts to go to WCW. We had to sign off on a lot of money. That's all in the book. You'll see why I hate Paul Heyman.
These are more Paul Heyman money tricks.
Yeah. Exactly. We had to sign off on $170,000.
Wow.
I had to sell my house.
Wow.
Because of it.
Just to take the contract.
To be able to work for WCW. Because we were going to TVs for WCW for like 2 months.
Was there any reach from the WWE at the time before you went to WCW?
No.
Okay.
We were going to WCW tapings for 2 months, and every time we're about to go to the ring, a fax would come through from Paul Heyman's lawyers into their production office saying, "Look, they're still under contract with me. You can't use them." So for 2 months, we're traveling and going to Nitro, and we're just about to work, and at the last minute, we're pulled because we're technically still under contract. It was horrible. So we had to sign off on a lot of money to get released to be able to work.
Did you feel betrayed by him?
Huh? Absolutely, 100%.
Right.
I mean, especially Chris did, because they grew up together on indie shows selling programs since they were 9 years old.
Right.
Well, Chris was 9, Paul was like 14 or something like that.
Right.
And they used to go to indie shows and sell programs together. At all these shows. They knew each other forever. So it wasn't just a business relationship, it was like a personal relationship. So it was a lot of betrayal. A ton of betrayal.
And you gave him the rub at your peak, even walking into that company.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people would even say that company was beneath who you were at the time.
It was absolutely beneath me. But like I said, Vince loaned me out for a few shows, and it worked.
So the WCW culture, I mean, talk about something that's rumored to be out of control. Talk a little bit about the behind the scenes walking
That was a
in there.
completely different ball game. Oh my God, it was so bizarre. Nobody was friends. No, like I went from like WWF days and ECW days. Everybody would go out together after the shows, either to a hotel bar or somewhere else, and everybody did things as a group, as a family, kind of a thing.
Right.
In both companies, WCW, everybody hated each other. Nobody went to the hotel bars together.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It was such a bizarre scene. I didn't understand it. The girls' locker room, and then nobody talked. Like I got along with Elizabeth, Tori Wilson, and Stacy Keibler. Those are the 3 girls that I talked to.
Right.
Everybody else they were just a bunch of, that's why I don't like girls. I don't like women. I get along with men a lot better. Men are a lot easier to deal with. Women are just too complex for me.
Right.
But it was just a weird scene.
Is it the cattiness? Is it the jealousy?
It was very catty. The guys were even catty. The guys didn't like each other. It was just a weird, bizarre scene. It was totally
Do you think that
different.
do you think the corporate powers that be created this atmosphere, or do you think it was just natural?
I have no idea. I walked in and it was like that.
Okay.
So I don't know how it all
Fair
started.
enough.
I really don't. But it was just a really bizarre scene. It wasn't, nobody talked. Like everybody would be in the locker room and nobody even spoke to each other. It was just a weird, it was like a Twilight Zone. It was weird. I wasn't used to that.